Hey guys, it's Shay and welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. And as you can see by the title of this video, I'm talking about sad anime, but specifically what is the saddest anime. And the reason why I thought of this discussion topic is due to me reading an article by CBR where they talk about Angel Beats and why Angel Beats could possibly be the saddest anime of all time. And I want to mention beforehand is that if you have not seen any of the anime that I'm choosing to mention, such as Angel Beats, Anohana, Clannad, and Clannad After Story, please be warned that there will be spoilers, because last thing I want to do is to spoil anyone from watching this show if they want to or have any plans to watch this show in the future. So here's your warning. If you haven't seen these shows, please turn this video off now and watch one of my other videos instead. And then come back to this video when you have seen some of these anime. Now, Angel Beats is pretty much about a boy by the name of Otonashi who basically ends up in purgatory. And while in purgatory, he comes across a whole bunch of other kids whom basically are refusing to move on. A lot of the times this is due to many different reasons, and throughout the story you learn why a lot of these kids are not choosing to move on, and you learn a lot about their backstories. I have to agree, this show is actually pretty sad. And after reading about the reasons why CBR thinks this show is the saddest anime of all time, there are some parts that I do agree with. Now, one of the things that they mention is the fact that Angel Beats actually starts off very differently than a lot of other sad or dramatic anime, and that is that it actually starts out pretty comedic, which is very true. When you first meet the characters, they're battling against someone by the name of Angel, whom they believe is sent down by God to basically persuade them to move on. And from there on, you meet the characters, you're trying to figure out the reasons why, and so on and so forth. But then you also learn about their backstories. So the show takes a very drastic turn from going to comedic to extremely sad. I'm not going to say depressing, but it does take on a more somber tone. And I also mentioned the ending of this show and how it is so open-ended, which is also extremely true. I also really did cry on Angel Beats, and I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people scouring the internet, Googling, trying to figure out what this ending actually meant. Because at the end of the show, you basically see the two of the characters, Angel and Otonashi, pretty much reincarnated, and they're basically about to communicate with one another. And then the show drastically ends. You don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know what happened to the others that chose to move on. You're just kind of left wondering why and what happened. But do these reasons actually garner it to be the saddest anime of all time? I kind of want to say no. Now, the other sad anime that I've actually watched are Anohana and also Clannad and Clannad After Story. Now, Anohana was about a girl who pretty much comes back to her friends, but looking like she's about 13, but still with her 4-year-old brain, which is at the age that she actually passed away. Her friends are no longer friends with each other anymore due to her death, and she's pretty much appeared to only one of her friends. And her last wish is that she wants them all to be friends again before she can move on. So the guy sets out on trying to fulfill this request. And along the way, him and his friends have to accept her death and accept what happened. It's such a sad story, and in the end, all she wants to do is play a game of hide and seek with them. Once again, this show left me in tears. At the beginning and at the end. Do I think this is the saddest anime? No, I don't. Also, one of the last shows I also watched was Clannad and Clannad After Story. Clannad was about a boy who's going back to school, and he meets a girl by the name of Nagisa, and basically they make a group of friends. And they have some sad moments. In Clannad After Story, there's also lots more of sad moments due to the death of Nagisa, because Tomoyo and her end up getting married, and then subsequently later on, the death of their daughter, and then of himself. So this show wrecked me. It's one of the few shows I can say I honestly watched and then pretty much left there sitting with tears in my eyes and streaming down my face of, what do I watch next? I am so sad, and also, of course, I need to watch something funny. It's one of the few sad shows at least, that I've watched that have left me feeling like this. So to me, at least, Clannad After Story has to be one of the saddest anime that I've watched. Now, granted, I will say that in this article where they mention Angel Beats, or where they talk mostly about Angel Beats, they do make sure to mention that sadness can be, not subjective, but many people can find different things sad. So there are some people that I've heard of that found Angel Beats not to be sad. The same can be said for those that watch Anohana, and the same can be said for those that have watched Clownhead or Clownhead After Story. They may not have found the shows to be extremely sad, and this could be due to just several different reasons. They may not have connected with the characters very well. They may have found the reasons why unrealistic, or quite simply, it could be that the show was kind of hyped up for them and they expected so much more, but that's not exactly what they got. Now, there are other shows that are sad that I did not mention, such as Your Lie in April, because I've actually not seen the show, but I have heard that it is extremely sad. And I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't make me any more excited to watch it. I also didn't mention any anime movies such as Grave of the Fireflies, because I have not seen it, and also it is a movie. And I mostly want to talk about shows. So for me personally, Clownhead After Story was one of the saddest anime for me. Mostly because of how it ended, and also because throughout the show, I cried several different times. There are several different pivotal moments in that exact anime that made me shed tears, that made me really think. And to be honest, Angel Beats also wrecked me too, but it didn't leave me with a sense of why or what happens next, like Clownhead After Story. Plus, Clownhead After Story kind of also did have an ambiguous twist to it that many of us didn't see coming, which is after the death of the main character, you're then left with this weird turn of events where it's like an alternate reality. And he's alive, Nagisa's alive, their daughter survives. It also gives you a sense of like fulfillment because they're all together, but it also kind of leaves you with a sense of, what did I just go through? But overall, for me, that is the saddest anime. Now, what is the saddest anime for you? Feel free to comment down below and let me know. Please be sure not to post any spoilers for those shows, just in case it's a show I haven't seen and I actually want to watch in the future, or in case others who have watched this video and choose to comment want to watch those shows as well. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will also leave linked below the article from CBR so you can check it out on your own. And I will see you guys on Wednesday with a new video. And of course, I will leave links down below to my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, my blog as well. So please check me out on there. And of course, give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. All right, you guys, like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy, and in today's day and age, stay healthy and stay safe. All right, you guys, bye.